Hello, dear friends. In this video, we will talk about the most important vitamin that is necessary for the preservation and gain of muscle mass. This is vitamin C. I have already told you about sarcopenia, a phenomenon that occurs after 40 years when a person begins to lose muscle mass, regardless of whether he trains or sits idle, somewhere from 0. 5% to 1% of muscle mass per year is still lost, regardless of how strong and massive a person was in his youth. This phenomenon is called sarcopenia, and it has not very pleasant consequences, both for the quality of life and for diseases that develop in old age. Today, we are going to talk about the fact that in August 2020, the Journal of Nutrition published the results of a large-scale study on 1,300 people who identified the relationship between the consumption of vitamin C and the muscle mass of a person. The age of the participants was from 42 to 82 years. We all know that vitamin C needs to be taken about 85-90 milligrams a day, but not all people follow this norm. The more energy is received by the cells. The second function of vitamin C is collagen synthesis. Collagen gives the muscular cell a calcification, so the muscle calcification is synthesized. The third function is the fight against free radicals. The ascorbic acid is effective in fighting the reactive oxygen compounds. What was the design of the study? These people, from 42 to 82 years old, equal to men and women, were divided into groups in accordance with the amount of vitamin C consumed per day. In the group with the lowest vitamin C consumption, it was about 37 milligrams per day. 3 milligram of. And people were not only asked how much they eat, what products, what vitamin C content was calculated in their diet, they were also measured the concentration of vitamin C in the blood, which of course is a more accurate indicator, because we know that in some products one vitamin C content is stated, in fact, it is different. Therefore, the device detects the percentage of water, bones, fat, and muscles in a weak current that passes through the tissue, depending on the resistance of the tissue. And we got the data, which were later attached to the body mass index, to avoid those errors that are associated with the fact that some people have the same height, others have different height, and so on. In addition, when processing data, there were also transcription by ESO. Translation by factor of. The biggest difference was achieved among women. There, among the groups that consumed very little vitamin C and the group that consumed the largest amount of vitamin C, the difference in muscle mass reached 3%. You will say, well, think, there are 3% of some muscle mass. Well, think for yourself that 0.5% of muscle mass is lost per year. That is, these 3% are gaining in 6 years, or in 3 years, if 1% is going. Well, it's still a lot. That is, those people who have more muscle mass, they seem to be in shape for 3 years. Among men, there were also good results, but not as significant as in women. That is, there was 2 with something percent. I don't remember. The most interesting thing is that in all age groups there was such a correlation. The more vitamin C people consumed, the more muscle mass they had. Let me remind you again that this is the most mass-based study to date, which shows the interconnection between the intake of vitamin C and muscle mass. This interconnection is statistically reliable, and therefore it can be recommended to take vitamin C not only for general health, but also for overall well-being. Thank you all for your attention. Wishing you strong muscles. Take vitamin C. Goodbye.